hardships that come out of it?
Yeah, that kind of is a question out of left field, and I'm kind of the guy with his head kind of in the sand a little bit, just because I've learned that the best way for me to function is just to simplify my life. So I've never been a gambler myself in any in any right, even like without something at stake. I'm not a gambler. I'm not a fan of it being legal for guys, because it's hard when it's legal, but then you can't do it, right? There's a lot of things for these student athletes that's legal, but then they can't do it, and so it's hard when everyone around them is able to do these things, and then you got to tell them that they can't. So the education is you try to point to the examples that are happening with some of the NFL guys, some of the NBA guys. That careers are being truly impacted, and then also from an NCAA standpoint, compliance, comes in and talks to the guys about what they can and cannot do, and that's really the extent of it. We don't spend a lot of time, talking about it. I haven't had any issues, that I'm aware of, and I try to stay in tune as best I can with the program, and have a lot of ears. That's just not one of the things that really has come across my desk. And knock on wood, I hope it doesn't become an issue. But I do know that the more it's perceived as acceptable, right, then the harder it is going to be from a college football as a whole to be able to regulate it. So it's a challenge, not just with gambling, but with other things that are legal in states and in communities around these guys. But from an NCAA standpoint, when it's illegal, it creates a challenge, and so you have to have a stance on it. And our stance on it is that we're not going to gamble. I encourage them not to gamble at all with whatever they can do. Just stay away from it until you're done playing ball, and then you can be like everybody